Hi, my name is Tatiana. I am a pediatric behavior specialist. I have 8 years of experience working with autistic people of various presentations and ages. Today's video is going to be a little bit about my experience working with autism parents, caregivers of autistic people. But first, what do I even do as a behavior specialist? I specialize in environmental modifications, family collaboration, and functional communication, all while using neuroaffirming and client-centered approaches. Environmental modification consists of identifying and implementing accommodations needed for a person to thrive. That includes creating schedules, checklists, pushing in breaks throughout the day, visuals, all sorts of things. Family collaboration consists of promoting autism acceptance by educating families about autism. I work with loved ones to help them understand their autistic loved ones' behaviors. Most of the time, a desire to change a behavior comes from not understanding the behavior. If I can help families become more curious about behaviors before they push in to change them, they'll become more patient with their loved ones and come up with helpful accommodations. Helping families understand behaviors also helps them identify the difference between harmless behaviors and behaviors that need extra management and support. I really like to promote creating safe relationships that consist of connecting before correcting. I also really like to help families defeat those really difficult power struggles. My functional communication teaching involves teaching caregivers and siblings how to effectively communicate with their autistic loved ones. I'm also teaching effective communication skills to autistic people. An example that I implement all the time is teaching someone who typically communicates with aggressive and destructive behaviors and even self-injury how to communicate safely, whether that's by speaking, using pictures, using a voice output device, and more. I do collaborate with speech therapists. I'm not teaching people how to speak. I'm not programming AAC devices all by myself. I'm more so focusing on using communication as a replacement behavior, which can be challenging sometimes. I'm teaching families how to honor their autistic loved ones' communication, which can be hard for them as well, especially if they have years of learning history of not doing that. Now, here are some barriers that I have with autism parents. A lot of parents do have ableist mindsets. Some people have literally asked me to fix their kid. There is this expectation from a lot of parents to take the autism out of their children. When it comes to quality of life, some caregivers place themselves and the siblings over the autistic person, or they don't even consider the autistic person's quality of life into the equation. This is all about them, and it's really hard to break that. And sometimes it takes a long time for them to even begin to consider the quality of life of their autistic loved one, which is really sad. I think everyone's quality of life is equally as important, and everyone needs to be involved in working and changing, not just the autistic child. Some people ask me why I don't stop working with families when I recognize that they're ableist. Giving up on them means that I'm giving up on the autistic child that I'm serving. Neuroaffirming behavioral health care is very rare to find. If I stop advocating and walking alongside families as they slowly shift their mindsets, they're going to find an ableist provider who will harm their autistic loved one, who will promote masking, who will suppress their autistic traits, who will cause more trauma. I will take 1,000 baby steps. I will take 1,000 baby steps before I walk away from a family and to help their autistic loved ones. How do I overcome the barriers? I have to meet families where they are and slowly build. I have to help create new foundations. Sometimes it's painful and it's triggering because I myself am autistic and I have a lot of trauma. But strangely enough, I wouldn't want to do anything else. I build meaningful relationships with the people that I serve. I have to. Usually at some point, caregivers begin to ask, how is my child willing to collaborate with you? Why don't they hit you? Why do they communicate with you and respond to your boundaries more than they do with me? I've really learned that you have to lead by example. You have to. There is no choice. And sometimes it takes a while for family members to follow behind you. And it just has to be okay. It's really hard. It can be triggering, and I don't understand it most of the time, but I trust the process. So here's my message to autism parents. I am never going to invalidate that parenting is difficult. It's hard when you have a disabled child and when you don't have a community to support you. A lot of you are often isolated. I will never tell you, oh, all you have to do is this, as if it's so easy, because I know it's not. I just urge you to listen to autistic voices. I encourage you to listen to different people's experiences and what they say helps them. And no, nothing is copy and paste. Everything is not black and white. What works for one person may not work for another person. That's why it's important to listen to diverse groups of people. And when a lot of people are saying that certain things are harmful, you should absolutely listen to them to avoid putting your child in a harmful situation. Your child is capable of learning. Your child is capable of understanding and abiding by boundaries. Your child is capable of communicating and building different types of relationships. Your child is capable of making friends if they want to. They just need support. They need accommodations, and don't allow the system or the internet or other parents who have given up to tell you that your child isn't capable. That's my message right now to autism parents. If you enjoy this content and if you have suggestions for other videos, please support me by interacting with my content and subscribing to me. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to try to post a video every week, but I'm very new to this. If I like the way this editing comes out, then yeah, maybe I'll post another one next week. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.